Hi guys, welcome back to this African perspective. Thank you all for stopping by. We're just going to be taking out how everybody is really going through it right now for different reasons, but at the end of the day it's almost the same because we know that the cost of living is our major problems and how everything has just become so expensive, and we're just dealing with that challenge on a day-to-day basis, and we're trying to see what we can do to actually survive. Most times you even see a lot of people actually very sad. Some people are not, they're unhappy, some people are depressed, some people just like, there's just so many things going on. So we're just going to be checking out these videos. But before we get right into it, I want to give a big shout out to Speak Truth for $2 super thanks. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I really appreciate you. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. And of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section by the end of this video. Let's get right into it.
You want to know how you can tell everybody going through it right now? Look, $10. $10. What does this one say? $20. $10. Look, what else we got? $15. Who else? $19. Hold on. Oh, we got somebody rich right here. 43. What else? What we got over here? $10. Boy, $25. Boy, it's real out here, boy. Boy, folks out here struggling, man. Nobody want to say nothing, but shit. Yeah, boy, I see it, though. 32. It's real.
I'm in Jamaica. Where are you? United States?
Yes, I am.
Question of the day. Do you actually want it, or do you want other people to see that you have it?
This I have not seen on the show ever. You have late payments on your mortgage?
The home that my mom left for me and my sister.
How much is the monthly?
$1,000 for the mortgage.
In Austin, you have
Crazy.
no idea.
I don't even make 1,000.
Exactly, which is a choice, by the way. I know people who work Uber Eats here and make $80,000 a year after maintenance and gas.
You're not serious.
Why would I lie? They're grinding, they're working the hours, but guess what? They're making their money.
I'm trying to find balance, man.
Won't find it until you grow up and get a job. You are squandering the mortgage of all mortgages that anyone around our age would dream of. What happens when this goes in foreclosure? You have no idea. No idea.
I do.
If you had any idea, you'd be taking care of this. You're about to squander the biggest You are already. What do you mean you're not? You are already.
I have an opportunity and I'm trying to make the best of it. And I'm very aware. Like, I'm very aware this is something that my mom...
You're aware, but you're not doing anything.
A lot of people said they'll do anything to actually get a mortgage that is this price, this amount that she's actually just letting go around like to waste, to be honest. Because if you hear some people's mortgages, you just scream and be like, oh my god, like it's so expensive. She can do like close to any job. I feel like at the end of the day you're still gonna have something, and you still have some money left for you to do anything you want to do with it. So it's just not making sense to me that she would just squander it, or a situation where does she not have anybody around her to give her advice, friends, family, or whatever, like just people close to you that would give you the right advice. Some people actually renting a studio apartment that is literally 1,200.
You cannot budget your way out of not making enough money. It doesn't matter if you buy a new budgeting app. It doesn't matter if you research all these side hustles. It doesn't matter how many side hustles you have. If you don't have enough money, you cannot budget yourself into magically having more of it. I currently have $30,000 in credit card debt, and I am not throwing everything at that debt because I realized that the one thing that puts me into more debt is not having enough money. So I actually make sure that my spending account is full, my bills are paid, I have money for immediate savings, such as things that are coming up in the next 6 months to a year, and then I maybe make extra payments on my debt. If I don't do that, if I put all my extra money, all the lump sums, every little penny and nickel towards debt, first of all, I could end up being in debt again after paying that off. And that has happened to me multiple times. Debt is not, you don't pay it off and reach a finish line and then it never happens to you again. It's a cycle. But when I do that, when I throw all my money at debt, then I have no spending money to pay for the things I need to pay for. And then what happens? I use my credit cards and I get into more debt. That's right.
I made $300,000. I'm 23. I drive a Porsche. I go on a lot of trips. Whatever.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's comical when these peasants try to flex, brag. You see, she says that she makes $300,000 annually. It takes you a whole year to make $300,000. Oh dear. Oh my God. I spent $300,000 this weekend at Lululemon. Like, calm down, darling. And you drive. Fascinating. I've literally never touched a steering wheel, and your vehicle is a Porsche? Never heard of it. It sounds disgusting. And you go on trips. What does that mean? I think I've actually heard of this. Is that when you... I'm sorry. I'm literally floating on my yacht right now. And... Oh. What? Hold on. I'm sorry. Bartholomew, what was that? Have we hit rough waters? It's not an iceberg, is it? Get the captain on the phone. I'd like to know why the whole boat just rocked. Good Lord, I'm sorry about that. Oh, what's that? Oh! We didn't hit an iceberg. It appears that we ran into a pod of whales. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's wonderful. What's for lunch, Bartholomew? Something endangered, please. I thought the barbecued bald eagle's wings were fantastic yesterday. Do you have any leftover rhino?
A lot of us gotta admit that our people ain't passing nothing down to us. A lot of us ain't getting nothing passed down to us. For real, what did your parents give you? Besides anxiety and debt and stress. A lot of us, we ain't getting nothing. We got some love. I don't want to say all the bad things because some of them, they loved us. They gave us our love. Their love. But what we gonna do with their love? Thank you, but what, can I go buy some groceries with this? Can I go get me a house with this? No, I can't. I can't. We gotta start passing more stuff down. We gotta pass down tactics to be able to defend themselves. We gotta pass down businesses so they can feed themselves. We gotta pass down the right mindsets that, hey man, think, grow, and be able to embrace when you wrong. Be able to embrace your emotions, because it's cool to be mad. It's cool to be sad. But what do you do? What do you react when you get these feelings?
You hear a parent who be like, oh, I lived in a one bedroom, so why not you live in a one bedroom? Oh, I actually went without food for days, so why not you go without food for days? Because I did it. I suffered and I had like a difficult life, so why don't you have a difficult life? And I actually feel like, no, like me, I don't really have that mindset. I actually believe that just because I went through something that was terrible and I was like, I struggled, I do not want to see my child or my children suffer just because I did that. I went through that, okay? And that is just the mentality and the mindset that some people have. But I feel like if you really do have lessons that you've learned in life, like some situations, some things that you notice, oh, you could have done better, because all of us, I think we've all been there. So let people know, or if you even still have time to actually make changes to some certain things, to some certain lifestyle, so you can create like a more better, smoother road for the people that are gonna come after you, then that would be really good. But at the same time, like, I mean, it's all a struggle, and I do not really like blaming people, like the whole blame game where you'd be like, oh, is this person's fault? I mean, it's just life.
Something to keep in mind if you end up choosing a soul-sucking job with a higher salary is that, ironically, there's a scenario in which you end up having less money. So, like, let's say you end up choosing a job where it pays 30% more, but you absolutely hate it. You dread every single minute of that job. Well, what happens a lot of times is those people come home, they do their drinks, their ganja, whatever it is, and then eventually they realize that is not even enough to counteract the depression they experience at work. So they turn to something like spending. People who are not even materialistic, who were very responsible about spending and saving in the past, all of a sudden they're like, I need something else. So they start spending. They start buying gadgets they don't use. They start buying food they don't eat and clothes they don't wear. And before you know it, the job that was paying 30% more means you actually have less saved because you're spending 40 or 45% more now.
It's really fucking crazy when you think about it. I can't have all my basic needs met because I don't have enough of the funny little white man dollars. Are you fucking kidding me? We're burning down the world at a catastrophic rate and slaughtering our own species because we want more of this. What the fuck even is this? This isn't real.
I'm only 2 years into working my 9-to-5 job, and this is awful. So you're telling me I'm having the Sunday scaries every week to dread 5 days of my life, to then be rewarded with a little thrill on Friday, but then be so tired from working that I pass out at like 10 p.m. Live for Saturdays, love them, but really that is only one full day of fun, because Sunday, have a great Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon rolls around and I have the Sunday scaries and I'm dreading my life for the next 5 days. I went to college for 4 years to be stuck in this cycle. What? No, 2 years is enough. So I'm on TikTok and I'll be promoting products and posting my way out of this god-awful cycle. I cannot settle for a life of dread, especially if they want us to retire at 70 now. No, I'm going to be using the internet because I see people making a fuck ton of money on here, and you can be making a fuck ton of money by creating digital products, selling those, and then promoting products that you didn't even make. So yeah, that's my plan. That's what I'm going to be doing to get me out of this god-awful cycle, because I cannot take another second of it. Happy Sunday, though.
Did I tell you how frustrated I am right now? So many of you don't know this, but I am Canadian, and I packed my bags in January and moved to Texas with my daughter. My frustration is with the cost of living and how much it truly costs in Canada to be able to live, and there's no quality of life. It is the most frustrating thing I've ever seen in my life. And it just continues to get worse, especially now coming up April 1st. I'm hearing that there's a new carbon tax for an additional 23%. When I tell you that it doesn't make any sense to me, I'm gonna show you how cheap it is to go shopping in Texas, or maybe even just in the States. But where I am, let me show you these prices. Here we have some chicken breasts for $6.57. Then drumsticks for $3.99, and eggs for $1.89, and then flour for $1.32, for a total, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff, but 67 cents tax. Then we went to Trader Joe's and we bought some spaghetti sauce for $1.99, ganache for $1.99, and then there's some glaze, and that's $2.99, and then you have some pasta for $2.79.
$34.03.
Thank you. I don't know if anybody else is feeling like this, but I literally feel like I'm floating through life. Like I'm just floating through life. I'm not really present with things. I don't really remember much of anything. Like when I think back on my childhood, it feels like I only remember bits and pieces of it. Like, look, I was on vacation and I just got back a few days ago. And I don't really remember everything I did on a day-to-day basis. I remember bits and pieces of it, but I don't remember a whole lot. Does that make sense? But then I feel like time is completely sped up. Like it feels like the days is running into each other, but I'm not really present and I'm not really remembering much of what's happening. Bitch, I'm just out here just in a haze. I don't know if we're stuck in like some weird ass time warp. I don't know, bitch. But ever since after the pandemic, like everything just feels so strange. I don't know. Time is going by so fast and I don't really remember much of anything. I'm just really floating through life. Anybody else? So there was a point in my life where I felt very bad because I thought maybe something is wrong with me, because why am I forgetting everything that happened in my life? Like, why am I forgetting every little thing? Because I tried to remember some memories, and it's like, it just feels like it's just blurry. Like, I can't really remember it like vividly, that kind of thing. And I really felt so bad. But saying that, there are a lot of people who felt this way, to the point where I even started trying to record a lot of take a lot of photos. At some point in my life, I wanted to take so much photos, I wanted to record so much videos so I can remember what is going on, because it's like the memory is just dangling. So I felt like, oh, maybe I definitely have a bad memory. And when I listen to people actually give stories about, oh, look at what happened, this, that, like my younger sister would literally be telling me things that happened in our lives, and I was like, it really happened? And she would be looking at me crazy, like, how do you not remember this actually happened? Like, we did this together. And I'm like, okay. But at the same time, it does have its perks, because sometimes, like, you might actually have like some bad memories as to some things that might be hurting or bothering you. So if you do forget some memories and you just let it go, like you're a kind of person that just let some things go, you don't try to remember it or like hold on to it, and you just have this kind of flashback to it all the time, it's so like easy, like literally you move on from things, you forget them, you don't even remember it, to the extent that maybe if somebody who knows about it mention it to you, you're looking at them like they are crazy, because you remember. It's not like you don't totally know what happened, but it's just not it doesn't really have as much power over you to actually make you feel bad or something. So that's the one thing that I do appreciate about it, because most times when things go bad, or I'm sad, or I'm like, I feel some type of way, it's the moment where it happened, and then after some time, give it some months, some years, and it's totally gone. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. You guys let me know what you guys think about this video. Please make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.